So hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 22 of our Lotus F1 Manager save here on the channel. Now if you didn't watch the last episode, go back and watch that one in Sao Paulo. It was a sprint weekend, a very interesting weekend. We could have done a lot better. I think a podium was on the cards with Liam Lawson if we got the strategy right. Max Verstappen won from Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc in P3, Lawson finishing P8 with a very good recovery drive towards the end. And it must be said, Enzo Fittipaldi had a shocking day. DNF for him, smashing up the car on multiple occasions. Sergio Perez and Logan Sargent were the other two DNFs. What does it all mean for the standings? It means that Ferrari are still leading the constructors from Red Bull. We're in P5 at this moment in time, trying to chase down Mercedes. It's looking unlikely that we will get them, but you never know. Aston Martin in P6 and Williams in P10 at the moment. Kick Sauber, Williams and Alpine yet to score a point this season. Driver standings wise, Verstappen is top from Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. I think Max Verstappen can actually secure the championship this race. Liam Lawson's in P8. He's going to be joining Kick Sauber next season with Enzo Fittipaldi down in P10 at the moment. Just for the F2 drivers and constructors there, you can see those on screen, and the F3 constructors and drivers as well. Campos Racing have done very well so far this season. We are this race going to Las Vegas. I was there very recently myself in real life. There is very rarely a safety car here. Pit time loss is 17 seconds. It's under the lights down the Las Vegas strip, 50 laps around there. Car attributes, top speed and low speed cornering, very important. You can see our car, with the lack of development, is starting to drop down the standings a little bit. The expected strategy is a one stop, but you can try the two. And it must be said as well, we are in a lot of debt, which is going to severely impact us for next season as well. It happened to Lotus in real life. It's going to happen to us here. It's going to be very difficult next season. So we are currently preparing for that as well. But all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get through practice and I'll see you in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Coming towards the end of Q2 then, and Liam Lawson is coming around the final couple of corners. He's had a decent qualifying so far. Liam Lawson goes fast enough for P7. Fittipaldi currently in the drop zone, getting a bit of a slipstream from the Aston Martin. Did it possibly get in his way? He's green through the first and second sectors. Where does Fittipaldi go? He goes into P8, and that is both Lotuses into Q3. And here we are then, final laps in Q3. Now both cars need improvements. Fittipaldi is coming around the final couple of corners first. Now where is Enzo Fittipaldi going to go? He's green through the first and second sectors. Enzo Fittipaldi goes to P5, and here comes Liam Lawson. He's been exceptional all weekend. Where could this lap put him? Everybody else has finished apart from Liam Lawson, who goes P6 on the day. That's decent, 6/10 off of pole position. It must be said, Fittipaldi did have a crash in Q1, which meant we had to replace his chassis, so he's in for a grid penalty. But as we fast forward on, we can see that the grid for Sunday will have Carlos Sainz on pole position. Charles Leclerc makes it a Ferrari lockout. Verstappen in P3, Piastri and Norris P4 and 5, Lawson in P6. Fittipaldi will drop a few positions, but let's have a look at the strategy. So ladies and gentlemen, P6 and P12. Now what we're going to do is we think the one stop's the way to go here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start Liam Lawson on the medium and go on to the hards. Fittipaldi's going to run as long as he can, maybe get a safety car depending on how he goes, then switch on to the medium. So P6, P12, let's get to 5 red lights.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement.
Down in P11 isn't where we'd normally expect to see them, but I doubt they'll be staying there for long.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. The atmosphere is electric here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And away we go, and straight away we're looking at Carlos Sainz. Verstappen's maybe struggling with some engine components. His Red Bull doesn't look in the best of ways at the moment, but it's a good start from Carlos Sainz, who manages to keep ahead of Charles Leclerc, as he should do really, because his teammate is on the hard compounded tyre. Leclerc in P2, Verstappen P3. Liam Lawson making moves early. He's past Lando Norris, and he's up into P5. Great work from him, but Fittipaldi on those hards clearly didn't get them fired up as he'd like to, because he's dropped a position down just behind Kevin Magnussen, a driver that struggled this season, but next year anybody is in contention. It's going to be an interesting driver lineup at Lotus next year, if Lotus even survive. We can see Lawson in P5. He could be heading to kick Sauber next season. Maybe he'll be in a Red Bull, RB, who knows. But as we come to the middle of lap 1, it's Carlos Sainz in P1. Verstappen's now got ahead of Charles Leclerc in P2, and Lawson's in P5. Fernando Alonso, another driver who will be an interesting take for next season. We can see Fernando Alonso down the strip. He got DRS. Liam Lawson hadn't, and he managed to get past Liam Lawson. It was a pretty simple overtake for Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin, of course. Now Liam Lawson in P6, just sitting in behind Alonso now. Hopefully he can tag onto the back of Alonso, but he's struggling for pace. Early doors here is Liam Lawson. He can't seem to keep in the DRS of the cars in front, and that is causing problems as Fernando Alonso sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Fittipaldi struggling to hold on to Magnussen. We don't seem to have the pace in the early stages of this Grand Prix. Fittipaldi has got Kevin Magnussen DRS, and I don't know what quite happened to Magnussen. My word. I mean, that was nearly another crash, wasn't it? Dear oh dear, I'm not quite sure how we avoided an accident there, but he managed to do it. Fair play to him. Decent driving from Fittipaldi. Nervy, it must be said, as he's trying to put the afterburners on, but we can see Kevin Magnussen being very, very aggressive, very, very erratic as well. As we go down this DRS section, we're going to keep an eye on this because Kevin Magnussen is now back in front of Fittipaldi. Decent overtake from Magnussen. That DRS is so important, hence why Liam Lawson has got to stay in the DRS of Fernando Alonso. Fittipaldi's overtaken Magnussen again, but we're sticking with this battle because he got very, very tasty down the Las Vegas strip. So let's have a look. Fernando Alonso moves out of the way. Liam Lawson goes for it. And as we're coming up towards the start-finish line, we go around the left-hand side. Liam Lawson is now up into P5 and just behind Max Verstappen. That has worked exceptionally well for Liam Lawson, who, remember, is on the one stop. If he can keep tagging along in this DRS, this will help him no end. By the way, shout out Yuki Tsunoda, driving in P6 at the moment. You join us back on lap 10, and Liam Lawson, he's doing a sterling job in this Lotus at the minute. You can see that Oscar Piastri is now leading the Grand Prix, but this is working beautifully because Liam Lawson's just tucked in with the two Ferrari cars. He's keeping in the DRS. They're fighting, and it's allowing him to just keep hold of his tyres. He's doing everything at the moment what he needs to do. We're even considering turning him onto some light tyre saving just to make sure that these mediums get to the hards when we want them to. But this is working beautifully for Liam Lawson. Meanwhile, we go back towards Fittipaldi, who's having a rather different race. He looks like he's racing down the M25, not the Las Vegas strip at the moment, because he's in a car park around Bottas, Ricciardo, Magnussen. They're all there. But this Lotus car with Fittipaldi at the moment, he's going to need a well-timed safety car to get this right. Max Verstappen clearly not very happy sitting behind Liam Lawson. I think Liam Lawson just got positioned probably in the wrong area as Max Verstappen decided to get past him down the inside. These lot are holding each other up at the front. Lawson sticking with it. I mean, my word, how close was Max Verstappen. And it looks like Max Verstappen's enjoying it as well. That was good racing, says Max Verstappen. But you can see now Liam Lawson, he's 7/10 of a second. He's just about hanging on, but this is allowing him to keep pulling away from Lando Norris. And that DRS is ever so important. As we can see, the front guys squabbling, but Lawson struggling to stay in the DRS at the moment. You join us back. A lot of the guys on the two stops are starting to come in. We're, of course, on the one stops. Lawson doing a fantastic job at the moment of hanging onto these front cars. He's keeping that DRS, which is what we need. Meanwhile, you can see Fittipaldi being promoted to P11 at the moment. He's now on the back of Lewis Hamilton. He's not just on the back of Lewis Hamilton, he's past Lewis Hamilton. Enzo Fittipaldi, is he going to make this overtake stick? It certainly looks like he is. Great work from Fittipaldi up into P10. We've not heard of Mega for a long time apart from mega accidents, but Fittipaldi, that is beautiful work in Las Vegas. Must be said now, Liam Lawson, we are still conscious of tyres, but we've pulled out nearly a 7-second gap to Lando Norris. Liam Lawson is performing admirably at the moment. He's just got past Piastri. You can see the Ferrari on the right-hand side as well. He thinks about a move for him, but he keeps the move done from Piastri. It's lovely work again from Liam Lawson. You can see once again driving down the Las Vegas strip, and I've got to say, as from being there as a tourist a little while ago, this Grand Prix does cause quite a bit of bother with the traffic. But are we fussed about that at the moment? We're certainly not, because Liam Lawson is watching these two Ferraris fight in front. And now again, we're going to try a bit of light tyre saving just to ensure that we get these tyres to the hard compound period. Fittipaldi now in P8 with other people stopping. He's making them last well. Liam Lawson has got Charles Leclerc for the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Beautiful work from him. We can see Paris on the left-hand side. We can see Paradise. We can see everything. Can we see a Lotus winning Las Vegas? That would be pretty special. But at the moment, Liam Lawson now leads. We are trying to look after his tyres to just eke these out a little bit to make sure that we go onto the hard compound at the right time. But Liam Lawson now, Charles Leclerc is pit from the hard compound. We're going to keep an eye on what tyres he goes onto. They've done 20 laps on the hard compound tyre. He's going onto the soft. It's going to be a two-stop versus a one-stop at the front. Will we get the strategy right? Liam Lawson's got 3 laps now on these tyres to push like mad and then get to the hard compound. Liam Lawson is into the pits for Team Lotus. Now, where is he going to filter out? If he's going to filter out in front of Norris, but remember, he has only got this one pit stop to make. If we get this right, it could be so crucial for us, especially if there's a safety car at the right time. But you can see the leaders coming in. We're picking the one stop. On the strategy screen, there wasn't too much between it. 2.6 seconds is a good stop for Liam Lawson. Now, Lando Norris is just coming around the final corner. Where is Liam Lawson coming out? He's coming out clear of Lando Norris on a fresh set of hard compound tyres. He can now push on for a couple of laps and get himself hopefully back in the race. He's lost a bit of time, but remember, those guys are on softs and have got to pits again. Halfway in this race, and we are going to have a little rundown. So Verstappen is leading from Charles Leclerc at the moment. It's only them two that's in the DRS. Sainz just about getting there now. Piastri in P4, Lawson in P5, 7.6 seconds. The DRS train at the front is really helping these guys out. Norris in P6, he's on the hard compound tyres as well. Yuki Tsunoda in P7, Stroll in P8, then comes Fittipaldi in P9, who's getting sort of ready for his pit stop. He's just trundling on now at the moment. He's going to be onto the medium compound tyres towards the end, and it's P10 for Fernando Alonso. Zhou Guanyu's having a shocker for Kick Sauber, but Verstappen still leads. Lap 30 into the pits comes Enzo Fittipaldi from P11, I believe it was, when he came in. Lawson at the moment is just looking after his tyres, so he's going to have the nice hard compound tyres towards the end. It's looking like P5, but you never know what could happen towards the end. Here we go. Is it a decent pit stop from the Lotus team? 2.4. That's a sub 2.5. You know, quick maths you get on these channels as well. And that is a decent pit stop from Enzo Fittipaldi, and it's got him out in front of Checo Perez, who's carrying a fault at this moment. So now Fittipaldi can run on those tyres. We're just going to tell him to try and push away from Perez as well at this moment in time. Lawson, like I said, we are just managing the tyres. We want to get to the end. These guys in front have got to make a pit stop. The guys behind have. Don't write us off just yet. We've got a crash on circuit, and it's Alexander Albon at turn 12. Oh my word, it's two Williams going at it. We saw two Alpines going at it in Brazil, and I mean, Alexander Albon has just drove into the barrier. There's not too much else to say about that. I don't think you can blame Logan Sargent, which is not something, a sentence you can normally say. These guys are obviously very frustrated. This lady here is very upset, but apart from that, he's not brought out a safety car, which probably would have worked well for Liam Lawson at this moment in time. But then that being said, 77% tyres. We're just keeping an eye on everything. Verstappen's made another pit stop onto mediums. He's come out behind. He might be able to tow Liam Lawson up to the front guys as well, so something to bear in mind there. Fittipaldi is just in front of Nico Hülkenberg, and again, he's got people in front of him who's got to stop again. Liam Lawson is starting to lose some ground here. Lando Norris has managed to get past him on the used, well, the more worn set of our compound tyres. Liam Lawson a little bit frustrated once again here, because have we got the strategy right? We'll see towards the end. Lando Norris gets past him. Now, hopefully, Liam Lawson can just tag onto the back of him here, because that's what he needs to do to make sure that he keeps in the DRS of Lando Norris, because Lando Norris's tyres at the moment are nowhere near as good as Liam Lawson, so it'd be worthwhile, especially as we see Piastri coming out of the pits onto the hard compounded tyre. This would work well if he could stay with Lando Norris. Lawson has managed to get back at Piastri though. Piastri was getting held up by his teammate, and he got past him with DRS. Beautiful work from Liam Lawson once again into this left-handed chicane. Beautiful work from him and that takes him back up to P6. As we come back to the live action, Piastri is now still back behind Liam Lawson. This could work very, very nicely indeed for Liam if he manages his tyres effectively, keeps everything in check, and then again, DRS here, we can see getting past Lando Norris as we switch to the cockpit cam with Liam Lawson. He's managed to get the move done. Beautiful work from him. Can he keep Piastri behind as well? He certainly can. And that's worked wonders. Liam Lawson up to P4. Fittipaldi is still trundling along nicely, and he's in P11. He's probably going to get Alonso and Tsunoda as they're coming for a pit stop. It's a decent stop from the Aston Martin team. Looks a decent stop from Tsunoda as well, who's already back out on track. Fittipaldi promoted to P10. Liam Lawson just dropped back behind Lando Norris, but in P5 at the moment. And what could Fittipaldi not afford to do? He's not fighting anyone. His tyres are fresh. Everything should be good. He goes and does that. Fortunately, he's not collided with a wall, but that has lost him a hell of a lot of time and probably cost him the chance of points today at this moment in time. He's down to P14 now. I can't see him getting back in the points from there. Disappointing once again from Fittipaldi. Liam Lawson, we've got Norris still in P4. I wonder whether they could just drag us back up to the top. Leclerc's gone long here on these soft compound tyres, and these soft compound tyres are wearing by the moment. Could we possibly get a podium here? It'd be interesting. Sadly, Charles Leclerc has managed to get past Liam Lawson, and I think that is pretty much all she wrote, because look, you can see Lando Norris's tyres. He looks like he's going to the end. Liam Lawson is going to be P5 today by the looks of things. We're just going to have to monitor the tyres and the fuel towards the end. We tried to stick with them, didn't get the replay, but Charles Leclerc on these soft compound tyres is looking rapid at this moment in time. Max Verstappen's having to nurse mechanical faults, but I think as things stand, if we go to the standings in the drivers, Max Verstappen, I believe, would win the Drivers' Championship today should he keep this result. So it's going to be interesting to see if Verstappen wins. It's been a decent day for Ferrari in the Constructors once again, and Liam Lawson now is just doing everything he can to hang on to P5. Oh my, we have got a red flag on circuit. I'm not quite sure what's happened yet. I'm hoping we're going to get a replay. Oh my word, it's the leaders. What has happened here? It's the two Ferraris, Leclerc and Sainz going at it, and it must be said, Carlos Sainz looks to just force him into the barriers. He's brought out a red flag on circuit, and now we have basically got a 5 or 6 lap sprint to the end of the Grand Prix in Las Vegas.
We're ready to get this race underway again. It's lights out, and
away we go, and it is a fresh set of soft compound tyres for Liam Lawson, and now it is time to attack. What can they do? And it must be said, Lawson is the only one at the front that has got fresh soft compound tyres here in Las Vegas. Could Liam Lawson get the win? My word, is it red or black? It's time to put your money on who you think this is going to land on, but Liam Lawson got a decent start, and now he's got Max Verstappen in front of him. We're going to tell him, you've got to be aggressive, you've got to attack Max Verstappen. He's got a mechanical fault. Max Verstappen looks like he got it all sewn up. The Ferraris collide, and now what can Liam Lawson do? And it must be said, even Enzo Fittipaldi has smashed into the back of the Williams. We've got a safety car deployed, and Fittipaldi is out of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. What on earth is he doing there? We're going to get to see the replay once again. We switched to him on the live cam because we thought he could rescue some points today, and there is Liam Lawson. There is Fittipaldi. He slams into the wall. He takes out Logan Sargent. Heavy breathing from both cars, and we have got a safety car on track. My word. Safety car has ended, and we are back to green flag running, and Liam Lawson is now leading the charge for Team Lotus. Is he going to go for a move into turn 1 down the inside of Max Verstappen? He's using all the battery, the tyres, everything he's got, and he's past Max Verstappen. He's on course for a podium in Las Vegas. My word, look at this. And now, as we ride on board with the young Kiwi driver, he's half a second behind Piastri and Carlos Sainz, and he has got so much better tyres than Oscar Piastri. The two cars in front of him battling away as Piastri looks to take the lead, but Sainz is side by side side with the young Aussie driver. And Liam Lawson is watching this with great intent behind the two cars in front, because Liam Lawson, there is a chance that he could win the Las Vegas Grand Prix. But for the moment, Piastri leads from Sainz, Lawson in P3, then comes Norris, Verstappen down in P5. It's not going well now for Max Verstappen. Tsunoda's in P6. It's a great result for RB at this moment in time. Stroll in P7, Hamilton P8, Magnussen in P9, then comes Fernando Alonso. But what could Liam Lawson do here? He's got the battery, he's got the tyres, he's got absolutely everything. Has he got the talent to do it? Has he got the talent to do it? Liam Lawson, you are about to see an overtake here on Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz goes into Piastri. He's 3 wide. Piastri manages to get through. Then comes Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson's now in P2. He's all over the back of the Kiwi driver, of the Aussie driver. The RS is enabled, and we are going to get 2 more racing laps of this. My word, ladies and gentlemen, let me know where your money is on. But at the moment, my word, Liam Lawson pulls out to the right-hand side. Liam Lawson is past Oscar Piastri. This could be absolutely crucial. Liam Lawson leads in Las Vegas. Final lap of the Grand Prix, and you can see Piastri has just managed to get past Liam Lawson once again. Norris has got past Sainz. This is going to be absolutely crucial on the final lap of this Grand Prix, because here is Liam Lawson trying to get past Piastri. You can see he manages to get past him, but there, of course, is one more DRS zone, and it's going to be a drag race to win this Grand Prix. Final lap, we are going to deploy. We're going to tell him absolutely everything here. Use every bit of talent you have got, Liam Lawson, because as you come down this next straight, my word, we can see we've just got a couple more corners, a couple more sectors to negotiate. But this run down the Las Vegas Strip is going to be so pivotal. Can he defend from Oscar Piastri? We are going to tell him, you must always defend, because if you can do this, Liam Lawson, you're going to win in Las Vegas. You are going to win for Team Lotus. We switch to the rear angle because we can see a flying McLaren of Oscar Piastri coming up behind him. This straight cannot end soon enough, because here comes Oscar Piastri. We go to the helicopter camera, and Oscar Piastri, he's got him on the last lap, on the last sector. We're going to be aggressive once again. Could he possibly get him back? Liam Lawson still attacking with everything he's got. He pulls to the inside, Liam Lawson, into the last corner in Las Vegas. Liam Lawson rounds the final corner and wins the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Oh my word, are you going to see a better last lap than that? That is unbelievable from Liam Lawson. Just drink it in. My word, he wins in Las Vegas. Liam Lawson, unbelievable.
Karun, what a brilliant drive we just witnessed there.
It was a truly excellent win, with everything working together for the team and driver.
We may see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula One, but it's easy to forget just what it means to the whole team. A proud moment for a driver who fought so hard to earn their place up there.
It's a really emotional moment to be up there celebrating your first win.
A first win for Liam Lawson, a first win for Team Lotus, and oh my god, what a way to do it. That was, honestly, we have had some great times on these F1 Manager games. We've had some great times on these series, but that is up there with the best. We thought we'd won it, we thought we'd lost it, but then we won it. And Liam Lawson wins in Las Vegas, and this little team from Norfolk wins on the biggest of stages. Incredible. Liam Lawson gaining 5 positions on the day. Piastri P2, Sainz P3, then comes Norris, Stroll, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Alonso, Magnussen, and Daniel Ricciardo in P10. We had 3 DNFs. Charles Leclerc, I mean, that was a very nasty incident between him and his teammate. But at the moment, we're not too fussed. Enzo Fittipaldi, you can go and start packing the stuff up, mate. Driver standings wise, Liam Lawson is up to P7 in the drivers' standings. I mean, what a shame he's not going to be with us next season. Lewis Hamilton drops below him. Lance Stroll up to P10. Max Verstappen, I believe, has won the Drivers' Championship now, so congratulations to him. Sainz and Leclerc, P2 and P3, or P3 and P2, depending on how you took that sentence. Constructors standings-wise, Ferrari are still in front. Red Bull didn't have the best of days at all. McLaren in P3, and we are now just 11 points behind the Silver Arrow Mercedes in the Constructors. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of breath recording that one at the end. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please do like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one where we go to the Qatar International Circuit. Ta-ra!